What do you feel like you learned, then had to unlearn, and then relearn about the opposite sex, Tribe?
You can't fix women's problems with men's logic, okay? Women are catty, okay? They're very catty. And when they start these arguments with each other, you can't come in and mansplain to them why it doesn't make any sense, okay? The shit you guys are arguing about don't even make sense. Like, why are you guys even arguing? At the end of the day, they will all be mad at you.
And that's a shake fact, Tribe.
Nah, that's what he learned. That's what he learned.
Women and men think differently. We think about things from a logical point of view a lot of times, like Mash said, and women think about things from an emotional point of view. I don't understand why y'all don't get along, but you don't understand the emotional aspect of it and why they don't get along because you don't think like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand what mansplaining is. Mansplaining is like me trying to be logical when it's an emotional thing.
The Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is a roundtable conversational podcast that gives a voice to the Black experience.
Millennials from New York City sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we strive to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
What up, Tribe? Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. And welcome to the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast, your favorite podcast. Okay. I am TJ, the moderator, the host for today, and I'm the Unicorn Gemini, and I bring duality to the podcast. Hey, Tribe. Hey, crew.
What a game.
Can I introduce my crew real quick?
As you should, because this
all the voices are. If you are not aware, but you should be aware because you know us because we're your favorite podcast, right? I'm gonna start first with Flash the Philosopher.
No, you
focus.
Ain't. No, you
focus.
ain't.
He's trying to spark up right now. I heard it. You are on the clock right now, sir. Okay, spark up on the clock.
You know what? When you work from home, you can smoke on the clock technically, but don't tell my company I said that. All right, but
but what about us? We don't count. Okay.
I mean, well, this is a different type of work time. So yeah, this is
the dynamic.
Right, but I'm the man that believes that nature is not cruel. Nature just doesn't give a fuck about you. Okay, it's your boy Flash the Philosopher. It is he. It is me. It is I. What up?
Okay.
Well done.
Thanks.
I love your look, Dave. You look really cool today. You got if you're not watching us on YouTube, we're on So Ratchet Space Podcast on YouTube. But you got this distinguished look with the beard gang going and the arms is just popping out. Like I'm giving you credit right now.
No, I appreciate that. No, you gotta shout out the Kings.
You're looking good right now.
I'm coming out with a glasses lineup. All right, it's going to be the Phil vocals. Okay,
okay.
Right?
Phil vocals.
The Phil goggles. The Phil goggles. Yeah, yeah. So Google, watch your back. All right, I'm on y'all. All right.
Okay. Are they gonna be digital goggles?
Digital, nigga.
Okay.
Put these on. Chat GPT can speak to you, nigga.
You're gonna turn niggas into cyborgs.
A little bit.
One of us. Okay. All right. Up. It is gonna be Shake. What up, Shake?
Yeah. What it do? It's your boy Shake. Y'all already know who it is. All right. It's Mr. HSD, Mr. AFF. Leave the last F silent. Well, today you can call that last F frustration.
Okay.
The struggle. Not the struggle.
No, that's a legitimate new F this week. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. America's favorite frustration. Okay. I take that. I see it's like a little orange ball.
No.
Like
okay.
a squeeze
You need a little
orange ball of fire. You know, like there was like an Emotions Disney show, and like he was really upset, and he was like a little.
Oh, okay. I don't watch Disney as much anymore. Okay, but
not Disney. Maybe it was one of the other shows, but it's for kids.
No, it might be like Elemental or something like that.
Elemental, that's what it was. Yeah, but I don't think that's
thinking
Disney.
about.
I think that's Pixar. That's what I was trying to
Pixar
say.
is Disney.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been remember the first Pixar movie was Toy Story.
Toy Story. Okay.
Legendary.
Okay. Right.
All right.
Yes.
All right, and then everybody's favorite number 3. It's Lil Mo. What up, Lil Mo?
Yes. I'm waiting. Exactly. Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. We get down, baby. For the crown, baby.
Yo, you really from Uptown, Mo?
Yo, Mo.
Yeah, we brought Uptown Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
She gets a lot.
Yeah,
people know to throw up their exes when she comes on.
Exactly. So it is from where I do live in the uptown part of the Bronx. Yes, that would we consider that. So it matches perfectly. So of course you guys know it's your girl Mo. You know I hail from Co-op City Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit. I represent everything Bronx. As you know, we celebrating 50 years of hip hop. But you know that shit started in the Bronx. Hello.
From the gutter.
There you go.
Hello. Okay, that's a fact. Okay, that's what I want to say. Hey, tribe.
Hey.
I'm right. Chat GPT.
We're gonna save the last, the best for last. It's wet. It's Spew God, and he's dripping.
Hey.
Well, somebody else has something that we get to say. Drip, drip. You know? Yeah.
I mean, we gotta get like a sludge sound for him or something. Like when
you let me choose the sound. You let me choose the sound. The sound you come over is gonna be crazy. You let me.
Baby, come on.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Mash, aka Spew God.
Drip, drip.
See, that's what it sounds like.
That was the edit.
That sound like fuzz, bro. What
I was like, who does that?
You was
it sound like
ruining stuff, bro. You was ruining.
I thought that was my audio.
She ruined your intro, man. She ruined.
Oh no, it's all good. Yo, this is your boy Mash. If you got drip, drip, please say the drip, drip. All right, for those who don't know, representing South Jamaica Queens, only Queens make kings.
Drip, drip. Sorry.
Gang, appreciate you. Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy, wherever. And as a spew God, it's my job to enrich the lives of everybody that I meet. Welcome back, tribe. We missed you. We're so glad to have you back with us again. Thank you. And
shout out to all of our regular listeners. You know who you are. Slim J, Nick, Chef Godiva,
C-Roy.
Yes, C-Roy. Darnay.
Wait, pause right there for my man Darnay. All right, so my man Darnay, we need to coordinate. We can get you on the live, bro. Like I said this before, I'm gonna say it again, bro. We need you on the live. I don't know what month works best for you, bro, but we need to incorporate the tribe member on the next live. Put that out there, Darnay.
I'm gonna reach out to him. I got you. I'm gonna reach out to him.
Facts. So TJ, you gonna introduce yourself though?
She did that first from the beginning.
Are you paying attention, sir?
My bad.
He is a great listener, great supporter too.
My bad.
And this is why he's America's favorite. Frustration. Right, here we go.
Can we get a 2020? Can we drop a 2020?
Here we go. 2020.
All right.
Let's get it.
Play my music.
Y'all can be disrespectful with this request.
It's time for you right now to hit the like button right now. Hit the follow button right now. Hit the notifications button right now. Why? Because we are the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast and you are part of the tribe. And this is what you do to support us. We family. Okay? We friends. We family. It's all of the same. And then share us with a friend. You got here, right? But I want to make sure that you get here every Wednesday. We are everywhere where we drop. We are everywhere that you hear podcasts. We drop new episodes on Wednesdays on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Pandora, and then hop over to our social media. Shout out to us. We just got 1K followers on IG. Okay. We have a lot more followers on our podcast platform, but we're finally getting up there on IG. So if you're on the podcast platform and you're not following us on IG, go to IG right now. It's So Ratchet Podcast on IG. Follow us, share us with a friend. We're posting things daily now. We're getting into it, and we want you to get into it with us.
Okay.
Comment with us, connect
Get
with
into
us. Get into it. We on Threads
Get
too.
into it.
We on Threads at Soratchet Podcast. We're on TikTok at Soratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at Soratchet Pod. And like again, to see our beautiful and handsome faces on YouTube, we're at Soratchet Space Podcast. Thank you, tribe. Hit that like button right now. Hit the follow button right now. Hit the notification button right now. Right now. All right. All right. So I guess I'm up again because time doesn't sleep. So my no bad days segment.
It's gonna be a great ass day because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
What bad days? We don't do those.
No, we do not do bad days over here. No day should be a bad day. And I'm not telling you not to focus on what you're feeling. We are going to have bad feelings, happy feelings, sad feelings. Experience your feeling. For some reason, I look green. Let me see. Alexa, turn on Sophisticatedly Ratchet light. Okay. Yeah, it's yellow. It's supposed to be look yellow. That's a humble flex, right? Shout out to Alexa. We should get her to sponsor us, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have bad days. We're gonna have feelings that don't feel the greatest and feelings that feel great. Experience it, allow it to happen, and then allow it to pass, tribe. This week I am doing my favorite color. Who knows my favorite color? It's yellow. Everything behind me is yellow. Okay, whatever. This is the Solar Plexus Chakra, and it is responsible for your confidence, your self-confidence. Let me read where did I put it? Okay, well, it's here too. So I'm going to read it from the scrolling thing on the bottom if you're following us on YouTube. So it governs our ability to be confident, assertive, to make decisions from a place of wisdom. It's the key to unlocking our personal power and building a strong sense of self. So if you're feeling, what were the two things that were, if it's blocked, let me tell you, if it's blocked, what you're going to feel. If it's blocked, you're going to feel like you have low self-esteem, or it could be the exact opposite. Like your ego is way up. Remember, everything is in balance. Okay. Right. Everything should be in balance. So if you're feeling like you're feeling yourself too much or you're not feeling yourself enough, you're not balanced. And you're going to need me to ring this singing bowl. And but you don't really need that. What you're going to need is for you to acknowledge that and to focus on those things that come up for you. I'm going to read some affirmations. And if any of these affirmations resonate with you, then I want you to focus on that while I ring the singing bowl. And the affirmations are, I am powerful and brave. I am inspired and motivated. I don't need the approval of others. My life has a divine purpose. I am not my past. I make my own decisions. And I'm worthy of all of the best things in life. So I used some keywords in that last one that resonated with me. I am worthy. That's big. Worthy of all is big, and of the best things in life. Not the okay things, but the best things in life. And we should wake up every day thinking those things. All right, guys. So if any of those affirmations resonate with you, I want you to go ahead and take a nice deep breath in with us. Yeah. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Drop your shoulders down and focus on that.
Oh my
God,
God,
sing bowl is dead. Oh. It's out of tune.
You out of balance.
Oh no, this means that I've been banging it up a little too much.
Don't give up.
They have the same pitch. They all have the same pitch, so I have another one that I can just bang. They're all in the same pitch. There we go.
See, look at that. Look how good we come prepared. You got backup. Okay. You got backup.
No bad days.
Nah.
All right, try. So let's try that again. I'm sorry I fucked up. I don't want to say fuck up. I gotta stop cursing. I'm sorry I messed up your
Stop saying
time.
sorry. This is Sophisticatedly Ratchet. We don't do that here.
Okay. And Mash said something really impactful, and I feel like I'm losing it. But yeah, I'm losing it. I lost it.
So good. Go ahead.
And if it comes back to me, I'll say it. I'll say it later in the episode.
It was an impact.
Oh no, that's what he said. He said create time for yourself. And tribe. Okay. If you haven't created time for yourself, this is hump day. This is Wednesday. Take 2 seconds right now and take this nice deep breath in. Yes. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, drop your shoulders down. Focus on that affirmation. No bad day.
Recentered.
Good job.
TJ.
Way to pivot.
Yo, when you was talking about this and the whole self-confidence shit, I was sitting here like, number one, the first thing that came to mind was, is that why they say it with your chest? Because it comes from the solar plexus or some shit like that. Like you gotta really, like puff up your chest or something when you're trying to say that. But then when you talk about balancing it, I'm over here like, it made me think of like how fighters have to feel when it comes to ego. And I'm sitting here like, if you're fighting and maybe you're in a competition, your ego actually has to probably be on like the highest level. Like, I can't
to survive the fight.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, I was just thinking like, damn, maybe like having something like this, not necessarily balanced, but imbalance might also be a benefit at times. I'm not saying all the time.
Yeah.
But, it's interesting.
Everything has its time and place though, right? You're not going to win a fight saying, oh, I don't want to, be too confident in myself. You have to be very confident in yourself. Correct. But I think there's a difference between confidence and ego.
I think that they're tied. They're similar. There's overlap. So yeah.
Okay. But I hear what you're saying, King.
I think.
All right, Chai.
Wait. I want to throw my 2 cents on the solar plex.
Yeah. Where it's located? It is located right below your diaphragm. It's in that area.
Okay. Right. So when you had said that and you were talking about what it governs as far as like your balance, it made it come full circle for me because it's in the middle of your body, right? Your solar plexus is at the middle. So like you go too far over, you'll fall, right? It helps you figure out like the distance of like how it relates to your body and how it relates to how you can feel. That's dope.
Yeah. I like that. Not only that, all your chakras should be in balance. You shouldn't have either of the sides, not in either extreme.
Right.
All of them should be balanced. All right, I'm complete. It's time for Shake's Word of the Week.
Word of
the week. We got words of the week. Word of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Shake, and I'm here to introduce you to today's Word of the Week. Okay, and today's Word of the Week is brought to you by Kellogg's, right? I think we used Kellogg's last time.
Exactly.
We need more companies, bro. We need more companies.
We about to have sponsors now. Say one of our sponsors, nigga.
We got to find sponsors. That word. If you want to sponsor the Word of the Week, please see us at soratchet@gmail.com. All right? Soratchet Podcast at gmail.com. All right. So today's Word of the Week is tyro. Okay? The word tyro is spelled Tyro. Very easy word. It means beginner or novice. All right. And it's also a noun, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And I'm going to use it in a sentence. When I was a young tyro in the sex game, I used to finger women a lot more often than I do now.
Okay.
Tyro.
So wait, question.
Can you just leave off young?
No. Hold on.
Leave off young. I'm just a tyro in my.
No, when I was a young tyro, I was. I'm talking about
a young beginner.
But I'm talking about when I was young, bro. I'm talking about when I was young, bro.
When he was young.
So this is. I'm specifically talking about when I was young.
But if you was beginning when you was young, you don't have to say that.
Young and beginner is not the same thing. You don't have to be a beginner just because you're young.
I have a question.
But if you started young, then wouldn't that be the same thing?
I mean, not really. You know what I'm saying? Because what if I was a pianist, right? And I started that when I was 4. I could be an expert pianist by the time I'm 18 and still be a young expert. So it's not the same.
Got you. Young Tyro, you got it. Yeah. You got it. Ding that man.
No, I gave him one. I wanted to find a way to say he was wrong, but he might have it.
Yeah.
No, but he's saying when he was young, right? Because even if he says I was a Tyro, that just means beginner, but you could be
right.
Yeah, when I was
it could be at any age.
All right,
go ahead. Exactly.
All right, let's go with it. Good shit. All right.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to what we're talking about today, Tribe. So today we're doing a part 2 to an episode that we did recently, and it was called Learn, Unlearn, and Relearn. And we asked the one question: what did you feel like you learned that you had to unlearn and then relearned? And in the last episode, we talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about driving,
money.
We talked about money and health, and we talked about food a little bit too.
That's a fact.
And in this episode, we're going to start off by talking about the opposite sex. What do you feel like you learned, then had to unlearn, and then relearn about the opposite sex, Tribe?
Who won't go first?
I don't know. I feel like this is a trick question because I'm still learning, nigga. Like,
really?
Correct. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've learned a lot, though. I'll say. I feel like, I guess when I was younger, I didn't understand the mechanics of, feminism or I guess like what's the shit called, like feminism and what's the other shit? What's the other shit?
Masculinism?
Like, masculinity, right? Yeah, masculinity and femininity, whatever the fuck the shit is. But I feel like I didn't understand it till I was a bit older, because maybe certain things for me came normal, maybe in terms of like reaction or how maybe I display my feelings to a certain way. And I guess for me, I've learned that, I'm not saying all, because everybody gonna be like, why did he generalize? But I do understand that the opposite sex sometimes displays their emotions in ways that I either don't always understand. Sometimes that shit is ancient, alien technology to me. And I just have to realize, you know what? Women have a whole subset of feelings that I don't necessarily can relate to or express in the way that they can. Sometimes it's also covered in a lot of other things that don't have anything to do with the fucking problem. And the more I either you said the what?
In your opinion?
Nigga, it's my opinion and it's my truth. Yes. Shit.
I know, so in your opinion, yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's understanding that and realizing that, women just, in my opinion, yes, think differently than men, and they carry out their feelings and their expressions in ways that I can't understand, and I have to just normalize it. So that's one thing I learned, to normalize a lot of the feelings that come off of women, because you can't change certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Even when you think like, why the fuck does she act this way? Just know it's an energy in the air, because it happens. And that's what it is.
Can I ask you a question to that?
Go ahead.
At what age did you feel like you felt those feelings? That you didn't understand them, and you understood that they had more emotions than you? Because we don't really get that. How old do you think you were when that happened for you?
So this was honestly even my teens, just understanding that women act differently. It's not like women
with the emotions specifically, though.
Right, but maybe the emotions, and noticing more the emotions probably was in my teenage years, and maybe it was me either discovering how I felt about women, love, or being like sexually even interested in women. It made me understand, like, no, I don't do things the same way as them, So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't give me an age, but okay.
I said teen, so I want to.
Teens,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like teenagers, 16,
13,
whatever.
13,
okay.
13, 14.
13, 14. Okay.
I would think so,
yeah. I co-sign in terms
another
of
male perspective. Okay. What y'all think about us?
I co-sign.
What you think about us?
I think that we're different in a lot of different ways, but I think we're different because men are more logical and women are more emotional. And it's you can feel how you want about it. It's okay, but I'm gonna just tell you why I feel that way. I feel. Oh, sorry. The question was, what did I learn? Right.
Yes.
I learned that I didn't learn enough about women. Right. I thought I had a good handle on understanding women for a long time. Right. Until
at what age did you feel like you understood them?
When I was in my 20s.
Okay.
Like in my 20s, I felt like I understood what women want, or I thought I understood them in general. Right. Then I had to unlearn that. Because it wasn't real. But when I relearned it was when I got this book called The Way of the Superior Man. Book. All right. That book helped me relearn women in a different kind of way that has made.
Would that be the Ratchet pitch?
Oh, Ratchet pitch. For sure. I mean, for anybody I actually heard this from an interview that Nipsey Hussle had, and he was recommended the book, right? So then I actually listened to the book, and the book is so fire. It puts so many different relationships that I had in perspective for me and why they didn't work out, and what it was that I wanted out of the relationship, or what it was that I wasn't getting out of the relationship. And I think that if you want to have a better understanding of how to deal with the opposite sex, you should check out The Way of the Superior Man. Even like from a woman, like from your perspective, you want to understand how men act or why we do what we do, you should check out this book. And for any man who wants to, relearn how to deal with women, it is an amazing book. It is an amazing book.
Do you feel like all men fit under that category in The Superior Man, though?
I think that the way the writer talks about masculine and femininity and how they intersect with one another, that makes it easier to generalize the conversation.
Okay.
Right? Because you don't have to speak in like offensive things. Like you're not coming from a position of talking down, but more so you understanding why things are the way they are in a masculine and feminine kind of way. So amazing book. Amazing book. I highly recommend you guys check it out. That's my SR pick. But I'm complete.
And we'll drop that in the show notes for you guys, Tribe. Yeah. A female perspective. Okay, Mo. What
y'all know about us?
I learn y'all every day. I think initially when you first learn,
good answer. We'll give her a day.
I think initially as a female, you generally, so you learn to think that all men are the same, right? And then at some time when you start to experience, you have to unlearn that, and then you relearn that men are different. They're different. So I think sometimes we project or feel like what a man may think, and sometimes he may surprise you. Like you would be like, "Oh, well, I thought he would have done this," but it's the complete. It's a shocker. It's a complete opposite. So I think that you relearn that each man is different. Each man, is different. Some men have different perspectives. Some men shock, thought processes shock us as females, and I think that we are constantly still learning, you guys, all the time.
But give me something specific. Wait, I feel like that was mad general.
Wait, Mo, when you said men are different, right? Did you mean every man is different, or that men are different from women?
From women. Okay, that's a good.
Men are different from women, and every man is different from each other, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can't group them all in one.
You can't group them. Yeah,
but we're not grouping. But we're trying to find a pattern that you have seen in your lifetime. That's what I want to get at. What's a pattern that you have seen, that you have learned from the opposite sex that applies to maybe how you think about
right. So I think for me, like we look at men as or me being hardcore, whatever. But I learned that men want to be loved too. That they want to feel. They essentially the things that women want to feel.
They want that too.
They want that too. They want that too.
That's beautiful.
They want that too. I've learned that, and it's when you sit there and it's like, wow, like they want that too. They want the same thing.
And we shouldn't minimize it like, oh, that's some bitch shit. No, like that's okay for them to want that too.
Like they want that too. They want to feel wanted. They, some of them want to have children. Some of them want to be married. So they want to be
catcalled. So I have a question with that. Like, so before you understanding that this is something that they wanted, did you look at them as like just tough and oh, niggas don't have feelings type of shit? Like what was your outlook on?
I don't look at them as having feelings, but you want to know if those feelings are real, if they're just saying it to say it. But realistically, some of it is, like they're just saying it just to I want to do these things just to But realistically, some of them really do want that. I really do, So that's what that's what I'm learning. Like, no, like it's a fact. Like some people, like some guys really want that, and it's sincere about
beautiful.
it. Right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Let me tell you what I learned and unlearned. Okay, I learned this shit recently.
Wait, are you complete, Mo? Are you complete?
Are you complete?
Yeah.
Let me
everybody done digging deep on Mo, because everybody dig deep on that.
Okay. Exactly. I have been. They wanted a deeper answer. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
I
check it for me.
The tribe wanted it too, I guess.
For me, what I learned and unlearned is I can't fix women's problems and shit, and I'm not. You can't fix women's problems with men's logic, okay? It just don't fucking work, okay? Because they don't think like we do. I learned it a few weeks ago when I tried to fix a problem between these chicks. And I ended up in the middle of it, and everybody hated me at the end. And it was just like, you know what? Let me mind my goddamn business.
You stay out there, women affairs, nigga.
You cannot fix these petty ass women. Women are catty, okay? They're very catty.
Generalizing.
And when they start these arguments with each other, you can't come in and mansplain to them why it doesn't make any sense. Okay? The shit you guys are arguing about don't even make sense. Like, why are you guys even arguing? At the end of the day, they will all be mad at you. And I'm just saying this for real.
And that's a shake back, tribe.
Nah, that's what he learned. That's what he learned.
Yeah, that's a shake fact. It's his fact.
That's a fact. Okay,
it's a real shake fact though.
Mind your fucking business. When women get into arguments, you can try to mansplain shit because, like I said, women and men think differently. We think about things from a logical point of view a lot of times, like Mash said, and women think about things from an emotional point of view. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you'll try to go in there and you'll try to explain to them why, how you guys can make it work with each other and how easy it is for those guys to get along. I don't understand why y'all don't get along, but you don't understand the emotional aspect of it and why they don't get along because you don't think like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand what mansplaining is. Mansplaining is like me trying to be logical when it's
from my perspective, from my intelligence.
Facts. I'm thinking it's intelligently. This makes sense, okay? And then another thing I learned is you can't just mix groups of women. I learned this a long time ago. I used to think I was the friend plug. I used to think that if I got a group of girlfriends over here and then I got a group of girls over here, I just put them together. And this one girl just told me this is way back in college. Motherfucker, you can't do that shit. Like, not every woman get along with each other. You can't just bring big groups of women together. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 girls and then 3 girls over there, bring them together. You can't just do that. Sometimes, you gotta you maybe can massage 1 or 2 in, but you can't really get everybody together, and it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. So that's what I learned. Those are all the lessons I've learned about women, and I feel like it's me growing as a person.
I feel like I hear you, and I think that is definitely Shake's fact. But I feel like some men can intervene in an argument and squash it. I think they are equipped with the skills to know how to communicate to the women that are emotional in this place, and we're not trying to hear just logic from a man sometimes. So I think the right man that is equipped with the knowledge of how to communicate with this woman and to break this argument down would be able to get it.
You see how many stipulations you got to cover before you could be effective in that instance?
But that's logic to me, though. That's logic to me. But there are men that can break up an argument, though, between women. There are some men that can
have a connection with those women. That man has to have if you don't have a connection with those women that you're trying to mansplain to, they're not going to be receptive to it.
That's a fact.
Who the fuck are you and telling me your opinion? I didn't ask you to tell me what you thought about this stranger.
I didn't ask you to speak for me, motherfucker.
Yeah, who don't even know you like that? So I understand that too. But the example that I wanted to give earlier was the fact that men different, we logical, y'all are more emotional. It's because y'all body change when y'all menstruate.
Right.
Baseline. Hear me.
PMS is a real thing.
Baseline. Let me finish. I just feel like it's important because your attitude change, your mood change, because your body's changing. And I get that, but that's something that we can't like dismiss as a part of our existence together. We have to take that into consideration, that when this thing happens to you, you're not in a good mood. You're not going to be ready to do backflips in the backyard and play with daisies.
Yo, Mash, women swear they don't embody the spirit of Chucky when they on their menstrual cycles.
Shit is crazy,
and I've seen that shit.
Crazy,
and
bro.
Sometimes, you know what it is? I line this shit because it comes so quick. Because one day it's all fucking rainbows, and then when it happens, because then the skies get cloudy. There's thunderstorms everywhere, and you can say the smallest thing. It's like, nigga, do it yourself, and you can tell by the tone and everything. It's like, okay, number one, is it me? Did I do something?
The boogeyman is here.
And you can't, and you're not supposed to manage that. Let me not say that.
Right?
You're supposed to manage that. You're supposed to manage that, but you have to expect that. You know what? It ain't me. Sometimes it just ain't me. It ain't me.
Well, that's with all things. It's never you. That's what the 4 agreements, and I'm actually going to put that as my ratchet pick. And I've always put that as my.
It's not never you. Sometimes it is.
It's never you. It's the other person.
Okay.
Right. So, and that 4 agreements was, don't take things personally. It's not about you.
Okay.
It's not about you. It's about them.
Right.
I mean, sometimes
you didn't do anything wrong. It's them.
But it's hard to remember.
Yeah, but it's how they respond to you. And I want to say something. When you talk about PMS, yes, it is. But a lot of women have used this as an excuse, and we've continued to create this over time. And I think I want to not do that with my daughter. It's not okay for you to be a bitch and say, oh, it's my period, it's my time of the month. You know what I'm saying? Like you can explain yourself, but that's not okay, especially as you get 40 years old and you still having your period and you're like, I'm sorry, I cursed you out because I was on my period. Like, hey, I was emotional, whatever. Like, we gotta stop blaming our period.
Even if it's not like you flipping out on people, you're not in the best of spaces physically. Like you're usually not, you cramping,
Right. I'm gonna say that, but then that's what you say that, like, hey babe, I'm not feeling too right. Like I'm cramping. That's what I was saying. Not that but I'm not gonna bitch you out because I'm necessarily cramping. You get what I'm saying? But I'll let you know, like, yeah, I'm cramping really bad right now.
With that, so go ahead, DJ.
No, I just saw a study, and this is not a shade fact. And it said that women, when they experience cramps and like labor, is just as serious as the pain is as intense as someone having a heart attack.
Crazy.
I believe that.
You talking about
so just imagine annoying a woman when they go through that pain. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, no, and maybe, but maybe no. I'm not exact. I don't know what labor feels like. I don't know what labor feels like. But I'm telling you, on Friday when I was at work,
you had a stroke.
No, I said like labor but I don't. But I'm telling you, when I was at work on Friday, I felt like I was gonna go see the king. Yeah, because I'm not exaggerating. I was in so much pain, like in my office, literally. Like I had to unbutton my belt. I was like in a ball. Like I thought, like it was like I'm holding onto the desk. It was so bad, and maybe for about like 15 minutes. Like I was like, "Yo,
oh my god,
this is crazy."
My nigga said I was going to see the king. Yo, was you praying?
Yes, I was like, "Yo, like I'm in my chair." Like it was
That's
really,
shit,
really, really bad. It was bad.
So I hope you guys learned something from that. Then like if we're going through pain, you learn nothing. This is an opportunity for the whole tribe.
I'm never going to be able to experience that pain. I'm never going to experience that pain, so I don't understand. I'll never really understand.
No, but that's not what we're asking you to understand. Dig deeper. Exactly what you said.
Like,
you're going logic, and you're just going.
I know what cramps feel like when I gotta poop and it won't come out. Like it's just like,
so understand that.
I know that feeling. I don't know if it's like
pain.
that, but that's what I'm comparing it to.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. What I'm saying is, you guys talked about when girls are on their period, how they act to you. I'm saying, listen to what we just said right now. This is when you have to. Y'all think y'all logical. You have to look deeper, right? So we're saying when we're in pain that bad, she felt like she was gonna go meet the king. Yeah. This is not the time to make jokes. This is not the time when people are in pain. Nobody want to talk about shit. Actually, in the healthcare community, when someone is in pain, they start talking about they don't want to live anymore. So the first thing I have to ask patients is like, are we managing your pain correctly? Because some people want to commit suicide. It's really important that we handle those things. So it's not the time to make stupid jokes, or if I ask you to do something and then you ain't do it, and then I'm frustrated on top of the pain. Like, think about things like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of pressure for us to think about. It's a lot of pressure.
And that's okay. When you care about someone enough and you feel like they're going to go meet the king, you would do it. If it was your father in pain, think of it not as a gender thing. If you were in pain, do you want somebody bothering you?
But TJ,
you don't know what you're doing.
You have to use your words, yo. You guys
right.
just
come.
You're
That's what I'm trying to tell him.
I said that. But I did say that. No, but I also said, I said that. I said for me, if I'm gonna tell you, listen, hey, I'm cramping really bad.
Y'all full of shit. Y'all full of shit. I've seen. Even when y'all do it, there are times when y'all don't do it, and this is what niggas is trying to say. The times when y'all don't do it, and the times when we don't sometimes know if that's just like, should we take? Was that us or was that? You know, so it's
niggas be catching strays.
What did I do?
You don't even know. You don't even know why you catching a stray, and then by the time you catch enough strays, you like, oh shit, she on her period. That's
then you let it go. Well, thank you for letting us.
But you realize she's already flaming mad, bro.
Yeah.
By the time you realize she's furious.
You got it.
Well, I will say, as a woman, we do appreciate that. Mash, what you just said was key. If you know that she's on her period, you could let that go. Okay, I'm gonna take that, because we do go through hormonal changes. So it's not like the PMS stuff is not completely fake, but we do need to use our words, like Shake said. And that's what I said. I want to teach my daughter that. Like, we get to figure it out, use our words, communicate with them. This is how I'm feeling. And also, guys, don't take it personally. You know, she's on her period. I'm gonna let that slide.
No, fuck that. Niggas gotta go into training too. Because I ain't gonna hold you, I prepare myself for a week apiece. And what this means is, and thank goodness for these fucking apps and shit nowadays, because bitches be like, oh shit, my period coming in 3 weeks. So I'll be sitting there like, okay, I got 3 weeks to train. And I be doing higher meditation, nigga. I find ways to just eat different, nigga. I find ways to just, I go frolic, nigga. I don't give a fuck what I got to do, nigga. I train, nigga. I go training waiting for this shit.
Frolics.
Word.
I want to see you frolic, actually. That's a challenge, okay? I'm gonna need you to frolic in a video. That's prior to this episode coming out. After this episode coming out, we need a frolic video.
This is life.
Nigga, you want to know when to be stoic, nigga? Be stoic when the same week your chick have her fucking menstrual cycle. That's when you got to be stoic, nigga. You just
you got to be really supportive and ask, can I rub your belly? Can I rub your back?
You can be stoic and supportive. You can be stoic and supportive.
See, stop thinking it's negative. Stoic just means how I allow you to let me react. I want to manage how I'm reacting in the best way possible. So even when you cut tongue on me and shit, there's a way that I got to process that and realize, you know what? It's that week, you know. So
I hear you, but I'm talking from a woman perspective, and that was a lesson for you, right? I'm teaching you, you teaching me, right? I'm telling you what women want when we're on our period is not for you to just be. I mean, stoic is cool, but I would love for you to be like, hey baby, how you feeling? How can I help you?
But that's part of that. That's part of that.
Are you stoic in that? Stoic is just like not showing any emotion at all.
So what I'm saying is when you start getting whiny and bitchy and shit, I'm over here like, bitch, why you always fucking mad, nigga? Like, why you always
gas to the fire?
Yeah, I'm not adding to it. And knowing your frustration shouldn't lead to my frustration. Your frustration should lead to my healing, if anything, in terms of like how I gotta bring back that energy to you and shit.
I just want to jump in real quick and explain that stoicism is not the same as the way you're saying it.
Like the way it's not having no emotions.
So your interpretation of it is in the sense that I'm not going to respond to you the way you're acting, right? That's not the case. In terms of me having the emotional intelligence to be able to break down what's going on with you while still be able to keep it cool, right? That's what stoicism is, right? So when Flash is saying that, that's basically what he's trying to get apart. Like, you know, you're going to go through your shit, but I still got to be cool enough to understand why you're going through your shit and help you figure your shit out so we can have a nice day together, because I've been meditating all week, frolicking and shit, preparing for this time. You know what I mean? So now when you spaz the fuck out, my nigga got it together.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
he's in training. He's ready for war.
Just because you off balance with me, I gotta be off balance.
And it just circles back. This is exactly why we different. Okay, this is why we different. Okay, y'all more emotional and we more logical, because we gotta prepare for that week of madness. We have to be ready logically and get it in. That's our job.
No, I think some dudes deal with like fucking abuse during these times.
That's a fact.
That's not okay. That's not cool.
There's only so much some men can take during these times. Like,
yeah, that's
and then
not
like
cool,
you
though.
said, TJ, but I was on my period. Sorry.
Not okay.
And you know, there's only so much men can take. So women need to just be, and you know what? Let me choose my words wisely.
Yes.
Women need to be more cognizant about the effect they're having on their man or how they're treating their man during this time, and see what things they can do to fix it.
Okay,
let's just say
I receive that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine, and that's why I had the conversation where, like, when it's not a secret. You know, at this point, it's not a secret. Yo, babe, I'm cramping really, really bad. Just so he knows, like, damn, she in a lot, like, she's in a lot of pain. Communicating. Yeah, like, I'm cramping.
I don't even think that's
a
good line. I think you gotta tell me you're on your period. Like, you cramping is one thing.
Well, no,
I need you to say, like, yo, babe, I'm on my period. I mean, I'm saying that, like, babe, I'm on my period and I'm cramping really bad right now. Yeah, that preference, that helps a lot.
Like, so you know, and then
so if you want to stay by your mom for the weekend,
right? No, or you may say, you know what, you want me to leave you alone, or you want me to rub your back, or I may not come over there today. How do you feel like you want me around? You know,
we book your trip. Right. I get it.
All right, I
wish it would come
that.
out that way. Right. I wish it would come out that way. It never comes out that way.
And so what, ladies in the tribe, you're hearing what the guys are asking for. I think we can do that. Mo, you put that, you worded that beautifully. I'm gonna just move us on along. What I learned, I don't know if this is gonna move us along. We may end up just talking about this one topic for the entire episode, and that's okay too. But what I learned when I was younger, the first thing I think I learned about guys is that, you know, I felt like there was a change because I had male friends that we grew up with, and they were Michael and Matthew, and we used to all bathe together and be in one tub together. And then after a while, it was like, let him use the bathroom by himself. Boys have penises, girls have vaginas. You're not supposed to let nobody touch that. So I think that was the first thing that I remembered, is that we were different just by our body parts. Like, absolutely. And then after that, I feel like I started to learn that when I started dating men, I was like, okay, the opposite sex is very different in the sense of, you know, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We're just different. We think differently. And I now know, like, men are, they're very sexual. They immediately go to the sex.
Right.
Like, when they see me, and I didn't know that. I didn't get that. I feel like I learned that recently. It was on this podcast within the few years that we've had this podcast. Flash made a comment, and I was like, and he said, you know, when you see a girl walking down the street, the first thing he thinks of is how it's going to be when he fucks her. And I'm just like,
rock, nigga.
That's the first thing you think of?
First thing.
Rock.
And I'm just like, damn.
I think I remember that episode.
You like that?
Yeah, and that opened my eyes. That was like a lesson for me. So thank you for that. And I now know that men, although, because I just met a guy that is super spiritual and into the universe, but he still be hounding me for ass, like just all over my body. And I'm just like, geez,
you didn't have brothers.
But I get it.
First world problems. First world problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, now I have you guys, right?
Yeah,
and the tribe has you guys.
I
We
do
get to hear
brothers.
Mill's perspective now, right?
Look,
what you was gonna say, Flash?
I know. I was saying, I've told women this. I said, sex is a superpower for me in terms of what I feel like it does for me. So yeah, when I have that balance in my life, a lot of other shit just goes very well for me. You know, it's great for my creativity. It's great for where I gotta personalize and harness energy and make sure like I'm feeling a certain type of balance, even with like my ego and shit like that. Because half of these niggas is out here chasing women anyway, because it's like we need that. That's a balance.
Right.
Not even the bag. Ultimately, it is the sexual release of that energy and having that to know like, yo, this is a vitality thing for me, you know. So it's different for me, you know.
Yeah, so thank you for sharing that. I received that. I learned that. And I think, you know, all men are different. And I just thought that I would meet a guy that is not all about, you know, that doesn't care about or wants to build to that, you know, because I think about sex too. I think a lot of women think about sex too.
So this is like a man's
Do you
statement.
really want to
come to
who don't care
about
about sex?
Huh?
Is that a real thing, though? Do women
What?
really want a guy who doesn't care about sex?
Not that doesn't care about sex. I mean, I feel like we could get there. I want them to care about sex. I want sex. I want to feel wanted and all that stuff. But like homeboy, I met him. It's been 3 days and he's all over me. It's just like chill a little bit.
As he should.
And then
he's in
his feelings too. Like I want to know that he's attracted to me, but he's in his feelings. Like, oh, you didn't kiss me, nigga. I just met you. I'm not ready to kiss you yet. You trying to put my titties up, and we just this is the first time I'm at your house. It's just a lot. And I'm like, I get it that you automatically go to sexual, and that makes you feel like you're wanted when I kissing on you and all this other stuff. And I tried to show him that, like, hey, we can show we can show each other intimacy in different ways. Like when I told him, like, hey, you're in my face 24/7, and I want to get to know you. And he was like in his feelings, and he would sit by the table. He didn't want to sit on the couch next to me anymore. It was like, we could sit next to each other without you being all in my face. You know what I'm saying? But I get that he leads with sexual, and he felt like I didn't want him. And he sent me this crazy long shit, like 10 text messages in his feelings.
Do you read it when it's like that long?
Can I read it right now? Are we?
No. Do
not do that.
Oh, wow.
Do not do that. Not on this platform.
You gotta save that for the live. Save that for the live.
Oh, the Patreon or some shit, nigga. Don't do that.
Patreon, right?
Yeah, I'm over it. And that's how you know that I'm over it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to embarrass niggas at this point. Like,
question.
Stop.
I got a question though. When it comes to that, TJ, I was thinking, and maybe this is a question for the fellas. It's like, do you not feel wanted until you get sex from a woman? Is that like a feeling in terms of why we sometimes go for that?
No,
I'm asking.
No. I feel like when I'm attracted to a woman, if she wants me, then that's that bonus, of course, because I definitely go want her if I'm attracted to her. You know what I mean? So to her, to know that, that's a plus.
No, but my thing is, I don't need to actually get sex from the woman, but I need to feel sexual energy from her.
Yeah,
to
for
feel
sure.
Like I need to feel that energy.
Some type of
feel
intimacy.
like she wants it, even if she's not giving it to me. I need to feel like she wants it. If I don't feel like she wants it, then I'm not even gonna waste my time with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, if you don't want it, it's just like, why am I wasting my time, right?
Unless that's a challenge for you. Unless you one of those type niggas. Unless you one of those niggas who want a hard to get type situation.
You want to get. I'm gonna get it.
I'm not fighting that hard. I'm not trying to convince you to think I'm sexy. I don't want to do that. I want you to genuinely sexually want me, and I want you just as much as you want me. Like that's how I want it to be. But if if I gotta convince you, it's too much paper for that.
Yo, TJ mentioned some shit about kissing and shit, and how he wants to kiss. And my thing is, like, I'm be honest with you. If I don't know you that well, I don't want to be kissing either.
Thank
I feel like
you.
I would have sex before I kiss. I feel like it's not weird for me to have sex with a woman before I kiss her. You know what I'm saying? Like, intimately kiss her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. And I don't think it's weird. Is it weird to any of you guys?
What, to kiss women before
like, you can have sex without kissing them.
In my younger days, I had a rule.
I think kissing is mad intimate. It's way more intimate.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Sex to me sometimes.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm ashamed. I've been a kisser like for my whole life. And so
if you don't kiss a girl, that doesn't mean nothing.
Nice.
No, what I'm saying is
that's
like,
always the first sign you're gonna get.
I think when we were younger, I'm gonna speak for myself. I think younger, right?
Yes,
that's
we
what
did
you would
kiss
do.
First.
Yeah, you kissed. You kissed. That was the first thing you did.
Second base.
That's the first. Right. You kissed. At that point,
I'm just saying.
So for me,
I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s going in hot still. I was in my 20s going in hot still. I ain't even gonna like, and it was just a look that women would give me, and I was sitting here like, "You sure?" And she's like, "I'm sure." And I'm like, "Which corner?"
Bro, bro, have you ever tried like the 80-20 move and shit? Have you ever tried the 80-20?
Where you move at 80 and hope you move the rest of 20?
Yeah. Because you gotta lean in for the kiss, but you can't go for it, right? You gotta lean in for the kiss and wait for her to lean in a little more. You can't go all the way.
You can't go the whole way.
You know what I'm saying?
That's creepy.
That's the 80-20. You lean in for it.
I can't do the 80-20. She gotta come get it. She gotta come get it from me. I'm sorry.
Flash. Let's talk about this a little bit further, right? The setting in my mind that you described was like
that was one of the last ones. But
wait. That reminds me of like when I used to tell you how much I was afraid to get mono. Remember? That was such a big thing for me, and that's why I wasn't a big kisser back in the day. Because ultimately I was terrified. But for this nigga, Flash, when I think about him, I think about like when you see white people just like kissing strangers in the club and shit like that.
Yes,
and
that was like, him.
You not scared of mono at all?
I had a phase. It was the look. There was a look they used to give me. So in my mind, I was saying like, in my mind, that was like the contract. Like you better not. Like you better be good. It wasn't just like random.
I've kissed a chick random in the club before. That's not good.
No,
Really?
but once again, it's built up for me though. Like I need to, be dancing or something, like, but it's like we have to fall in love with the club type of shit. And then once I get that good film, like, you sure? And yeah, like it's a small conversation, but it goes down.
It's a lead up. She kiss you on the neck as she in the close.
When you get that good Haitian grind on them and shit, and then she's like, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you want to suck her face off after that.
What else do you think you learned and relearned about the opposite sex that we didn't touch on? Like what else as a collective would you think?
I mean, you know what I want to talk about is how we trained the opposite sex when they were little. Like girls were trained to be meek and mild. And I think men still have this image that we should be meek and mild because like we don't experience the world like they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they're expecting you to be feminine, but nigga, I just had to take care of 10 kids by myself and have jobs and deal with corporate America
like you. Who told you had them 10 kids? Them 10 kids shit was crazy.
Yeah, but you bust nuts to me too.
Like, nah, we got 10 kids and you stressed. That should be my fault if they my 10 kids.
And the men left.
If they not my 10 kids.
Right.
If they
I'm
not
not
my
saying
10
that you have to worry about the 10 kids.
What do you mean by
your
that?
10? I'm just talking about we train
the
women to be meek and I want you to don't focus about the 10 kids.
Okay? Don't pay attention to the words.
Not the message.
That's big. That's a lot of child support.
But no,
I gotta think about
y'all not focused. Y'all not focused. What I'm saying is we teach women to be meek and mild and chill. And then as they age, they expect women to still be meek and mild as if the world didn't affect us the same way that the world is affecting you guys. You get what I'm saying? And on the other end for men, I'm gonna just finish with this, and we could talk about both. And for men, little boys, we tell them, be tough, stop crying, don't act like a little bitch. And then they grow up super hard and they don't know how to connect with their emotions anymore. Society also supports that, and they don't know how to connect with themselves anymore. And then they end up relearning that my feelings matter too, and it's okay for me to cry too. And I'm experiencing the world and she's experiencing the world, and we're all just human and we just have different body parts, and we all also made up very differently. They are made up to think of sex initially, especially if they haven't fixed that too. Because I feel like there's a way that you could do it. And I think you guys have honed into it. You don't automatically, even though you see a woman and you automatically think of sex, you know that you got to play your cards right to get the sex. Y'all not just verbatim, like, give me some ass. You doing the 80 and you letting her do the 20. Y'all are learning. I got to pay some money. TJ, I got to be nice. TJ. Some of y'all are learning. Some of y'all are not. So I'm just saying, go ahead. I'm complete.
I don't got to do all that to imagine. All right. I ain't got to do none of that shit to imagine. All right. I ain't got to take you on I ain't got to pay no bills. I ain't got to do none of those requirements that you just mentioned for me to imagine.
Just imagine that shit.
Because that's what's going to happen. All right. And I know that I'm talking about the sexualization of the opposite sex.
Meaning you're just imagining it. You know, as long as you imagine it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. I don't necessarily have to do all those things to get that fulfillment that I'm looking for in my mind. About
Wait, Mash, you could just visualize, take an image, go home, beat off, and you good?
Shit, if it's that real, yeah. I mean, like if I saw somebody that was that beautiful in real life, and I was like, oh my God, yeah.
No.
You gonna let that go? No, I want to let that go. That's crazy.
Keep that memory when you get home.
You hold on to that shit. You hold on to that shit.
Right. But you don't want to try to like even get it.
I mean, but then we got to start talking about the requirements that you just mentioned. I got to do all these other things, but in my mind, I'm good.
Nigga, but you know how wild and crazy and like how useful that is though, because sometimes you might see someone on Instagram that you can go just knock off something to that, even if it's just the image is saying like this was a beautiful model or some shit. And we probably all done it. I've done it for Playboy.
I mean, we all
shit.
Watch porn, so
all that just for random fucking women, absolutely. So it's like I get that. And it's like once I do what I'm saying, like had her already, it's done. Another notch on my belt.
Oh wait, you know what's another thing? Sorry, I mean cut you off, Shake.
Okay, go ahead.
In terms of like, this is gonna sound crazy, but for the fellas, when like in my younger whole days, if it was someone that I wanted sexually and I knew that one of my homies sliced, I'd be like, it's like a win. A win is a win. I feel like if my homie sliced, in my mind, that's like I slice. And we slice as a collective. Like that's one win for the collective.
That's female perspective too. The bomb ass guy, like, go get him, Mo.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused by that. Is it a chick I want?
It's a win is a win.
Everybody no one in the crew got it.
And somebody got
it. We all go
somebody
out,
got
we
it.
all see something bad, right? And we all shoot
at y'all give each other daps like, oh yeah, you got that. All right, I see you. I see you.
Brush your shoulders on. Brush your shoulders on.
I was like, we won. We try to conquer the world.
Yeah, I think that's how
team, bro.
This is how
we a team. This is the type of chicks we getting on the squad now. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you the difference between men and women? Y'all only think of the physical. Y'all see a bad chick, oh, she got a fat ass, oh, she cute, but for women, it's like, yeah, when you're cute, that's a good thing. I'd be like, yeah, girl, ooh, he's cute, you did a good job. But when he got money, it's like, oh, you did a good job.
Good job.
You know, you did a good job. He's gonna put us on his yacht and his private plane. Like that's what we think of too. We think of more than just the physical. We think of what they're doing and do they have it and educated and all these other things. And y'all think of initially it's just physical.
Yeah, that's why we can use our imagination. That's why
have money. And my girl be like, bitch, you winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but to bring it back to what TJ has said earlier, with the men want women to be meek and mild and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want my woman to be classy. Okay, I don't want her to be classless. I don't want her to be fucking peeing in the streets and being nasty and doing all kinds of and getting drunk and embarrassing me and shit like that. I just want her to be fucking classy. I want her to represent me, and I feel like I should represent her in a good way. And I'm not gonna be outside making you look crazy. That's what I expect from women. You know what I'm saying? Not for them to be weak or meek or mild. You know what I'm saying? It's just I want you to be classy. I want you to look nice, come outside looking sexy and shit. I expect that from you. I don't expect you to come outside with your hair looking all crazy and shit. But it does happen. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Put a hat on. Do something. Like,
I mean, I take it a step further. Like, don't be going outside in no Fashion Nova fits to pick out our baby from daycare. Like, if I'm talking about the spandex with the cheese hole cuts in
all
them,
that shit.
like you going outside looking like this. Like, come on, what you doing? That's not classy.
What are you doing?
Don't pick up our baby. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You ever seen the okay, so here's my thing. A lot of these chicks can't dress, they just be naked. All right. I'm gonna
right. You're just saying like, okay, I get what you're saying.
Right. So when I say the Fashion Nova fit is like the one piece bodysuit with like the cheese hole cuts in it. Like those,
like this kind of show skin, like they need to show skin and shit.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like
that's it. It's inappropriate to pick up my child in that. But if you go into the club with your friends, okay.
Maybe. But at the same time, it's like that's not classy. That's not appropriate to do that to pick up our baby from daycare. Like what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, but
I like when women dress sexy. Though. I ain't even gonna hold you
to pick up their daycare.
With you, about slutty, bro. He's talking about slutty. That's sexy.
He's talking about slutty. Okay,
I'm
okay with slutty shit as long as it's not my woman and shit.
100%, TJ. How we gonna treat you? How we gonna expect that person is dainty and all those things you mentioned earlier? If they walking around looking like that.
Right.
How can I assume that she has class if she looked like that picking up the baby from daycare?
I had an issue with this, but go ahead.
No, I get what he's saying. This is a level that we want to feel comfortable, and I ain't even talking on no like Keke Palmer shit where it's like, okay, she looks, sexy, but maybe there's like once again, as Shake said, there's a level of, and it's personalized. I ain't saying like all niggas like this. There's certain niggas who's like, I want my bitch to be half naked and she can do whatever the fuck she wants. Right, some dudes want that, and I get it. I don't want
successful men want that.
What?
You don't know.
I'm never going to generalize.
That's a headache. I feel like don't nobody want to deal with a headache. Like, why would I commit to a headache?
Why is that a headache? Because you know that other men are gonna be attracted to her, and then
you put me in danger. If we going somewhere and you out here looking crazy, I'm gonna have to defend you every time we go somewhere because you out here looking slutty. Like, come on, what are you doing to me? You got me out here looking crazy. Now I gotta fight every nigga that talk to you crazy because you my woman. Nobody talk to you crazy.
That's tough though.
Now, Mash, I don't agree with you on that, bro. I want my chick to look sexy as fuck. I want her to be fine.
But what if she's not? I was
want to
gonna
come
say
out
that
slutty, bro. Slutty, bro.
So look,
slutty.
But
what if she got a
slutty all the
slutty
time?
is subjective.
All right.
Okay,
So,
my other
and let me
is
give you an
I
image.
think it's slutty, and I think
because I can have one.
You feel what I'm
I can
saying?
have on an outfit. I could just have on a fitted outfit. I'm just giving an example, but because
So-
I'm on the thicker side,
Yo,
it may
stop it,
it may
y'all. Stop it.
no.
I'm not
I
gonna take
hear
that
what
to
you're
no
saying.
hoods.
Y'all know what
I know
slutty mean.
I know what slutty means, but I'm also saying even with me, like if I could wear a regular, cute outfit, but it's fitted on me, and the guys would still holler regardless.
Mo,
I'm
you
not
know
being
what slutty mean. That's not
I
a
know
slutty
what slutty means.
outfit.
So,
But
all
what
right,
I'm saying is, regardless if it's
let me tell
slutty
you
or
what
not,
slutty
they're
is
still
to me.
gonna holler. They're still gonna holler. So
No,
you
no,
still
no.
would be
So-
defending
so-
what
me
does slutty
anyway.
mean to
So I'll
you?
say what slutty is
What
to
is
me.
slutty to you?
Okay.
What's
Slutty to me is like my chick feels comfortable going out. I'm talking about amongst the people. Okay, she can wear fucking no bra, and she just has like what's the little shit called, the tassels with the little spinny shits. She's comfortable wearing like very small panties.
Bro, last night in Tulum, remember the last day in Tulum, homegirl, with the nipples and shit showing through the
Yes.
Nipple tassels.
Right, and it's not even your birthday. It's not even your birthday.
That's a tropical island, bro. That's a beach. Like, come on, bro.
Mash
like,
is
y'all
talking about
serious
this.
right now?
I know what Mash, but I know what you're saying, Mash. I
So
get
now
what
you
you're
not giving that slutty?
Are y'all serious right now?
Nipples
That's
to the
time and
club?
place. That's time and place, bro. Like, we on a beach, bro.
So yeah. Mo, did you want to say something? Because I have something to say about clothes and men feeling okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Well, personally, I actually had a guy say this to me, like, "Oh, you don't want attention. You came out looking like that," and I was like, "Whoa!" I took really offense. Nice. I took offense to it because I think he's like, you're on a podcast. I get that you're like a personality, and so I guess that's why you're doing it. And I'm like, absolutely, that's the opposite. This is who I am. Like, I am a small framed woman, and sometimes when I'm picking clothes, everything is baggy in the butt because I don't got no butt. It's baggy in the knee because I'm short. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I have to work with, things that fit me, and I go with my best assets. And I also love creativity. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nurse. I wear scrubs at work. How else can I express my creativity when I have get-togethers and how I put my outfits together? So that's a way. Yeah, and that's a way that I actually express myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this for men to get attention.
No, we know that.
And if I'm picking up my kid in some spandex and a bra top, it's because this is what's comfortable for me, and I'm running to run my errands. I go, to pick up groceries in a bra top and some leggings. You know what I'm saying?
That's slutty? Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's slutty. I think it's subjective, just like Shakespeare.
Tell me what you do.
Would you go out with the tassels though?
No. Tell me what you do think is slutty.
What I think is like the titty tassels, going to pick up your child.
Right, no bro. You just
with titty tassels. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's a level of it, and I think some women don't know that. Yeah, and it sucks for them. They get to learn that. Hopefully, they listen to the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. Hit the like button right now. Hit the follow button right now. Hit the notification button right now. However, I will just say that some women don't know, but there's a level that you do know. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of it that you do know. Like sometimes I feel like, oh my God, when people are staring at my titties, it's like, okay, shit, maybe I should wear like a little cardigan over this. I can tell where their eyes are going. Right. You know what I mean? That's like an indicator for some people.
But Mash, like you were saying, slutty is situational though. To be honest with you, it could be not slutty.
Time and place for everything too.
For example, Shorty in Tulum who had the see-through shirt with the nipples out. I thought it was cute. I didn't think it was slutty. But in a different situation, it would be slutty as fuck. Like if she's outside
in the environment,
on a regular like New York street, just walking around. The fucking for what? For what?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Let me tell you something.
It's different. It's different.
Yo, for the shorty that Shake is talking about, I ain't even gonna hold you. The titty was so distracting. I had to look away.
It was.
I had to make sure.
I remember.
So
describe him.
It was our neighbor. I'm gonna describe it. Her areolas was kind of big, right?
Drop a bomb.
Her areolas was big. It was our neighbor in the next house.
And she was a big titty woman too.
She had big breasts. She had big breasts. She was trying to cover it too, because she did act. And I didn't even.
Where was she from? What was her?
She was from
Antigua or something like that.
She's Trinidadian.
Drop a bomb for the Trinity. Drop a bomb for the
No, but she lived in New York. She was from Brooklyn too, or something like that. From Brooklyn,
she's Trinidadian. Her background was Trinidadian.
Okay, now what size was they? A, B, C.
Too phenomenal.
It could have been a G. Like a G.
Drop a bomb for the
Yeah.
G. Drop a bomb for the G.
Yeah.
Drop a bomb for the G.
Probably a D.
So-
Drop a bomb for the G.
And you know what it is? I had to normalize the fact that titty was gonna keep falling out every time I was trying to talk to her with a straight eye
Every time.
and say
It was
like, hey, I'm not trying to
hard.
direct my eyes.
It was hard.
But then it would jump out and be like, look at me. And I'm sitting here like, you know, it's like it's too big for you to know it's out. Like you know it's out.
Right.
Like you saw what I. But this
It's
is
like the power plant from Mario to pop out the tunnel. The big
right. But once again, as Shake was saying, it's time and place. So I had to realize, you know what, this ain't really a problem, and I'm not gonna make it a problem. So it is what it is. You know, everybody relax.
Like, and another thing is, Mash, if your girl knows you're going to an area that could be problematic and shit, where she can dress crazy and it could now cause problems. Like we're going to the hood movie theater, bitch. Put something else on. Put a sweater
what you
on. Okay,
doing?
like I'm saying, bro, we're not. I'm not.
There's a way that you say that to a woman, though.
No,
that's all women
like,
to know.
I'm not gonna wear this right here. But if we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere different, like in a nice neighborhood. We're going to the beach or something like that. We're going to a nice neighborhood. No, do what you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different.
I wouldn't find a woman that I would have to say that to attractive and like long term. Like, I don't want to have to tell you that. Yeah. Like that. That's something that you need to. I wouldn't be attracted to a woman who I would have to tell that to.
Like, it's Thanksgiving, my nigga.
You bugging.
It's Thanksgiving at my mom's house. At
my mom's house. My mom, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we can have fun.
You can't wear the tassels.
We can have fun
you can't wear the
together.
tassels.
You know,
today.
we can spend a good time together. But outside of that, nah, you bugging. I can't consider you somebody that I'm gonna deal with because you a lot better.
Interesting.
Yeah, and once again, this takes nothing away from women. I love when women dress sexy and all this type
for
of
sure.
shit. But I also know, like, when she shows up for me at certain places, I'm not saying there's a level of a comfort that certain guys wants to have. Because once again, there are guys that are going to be okay with that. I'm not too familiar with a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? we want to know that our woman is keeping the package safe sometimes as well,
all the time,
and that's part of the game.
But then you got the women that are too conservative. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want that either.
And we don't necessarily want that either.
You know what I'm saying? Like you, every time she come out, she got the same type of outfit on.
She always wears turtlenecks.
She always wears turtlenecks.
Fuck them turtlenecks, niggas.
Let them girls out. Drop the top. Drop the top.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there is like there's a medium to it. You know what I'm saying? There's like
there's a balance,
medium, and there's a balance, and women should be able to gauge when it's appropriate to dress like that. You know what I'm saying?
And if they want to,
and that's class right there. And that's the classiness that I like.
And just to circle back, TJ, it's not a sense of control. Like that's not a man trying to control.
Oh, I don't feel like it's control. It's the way that you say it. You know, it's the way that you say it.
But even like that sense of self-expression that you mentioned, like me feeling comfortable being able to dress however I want to dress or however I need to express myself, that's something that comes along with that from a man's perspective. Like something comes behind that when that's the intent the whole time.
And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of that plays the confidence. I'm not confident that if you dress like that and you go to the grocery store, that a nigga is not gonna try you.
Right.
And a nigga's not gonna try and smack your ass. And now I gotta
go everywhere with you.
I gotta go down to his hood and get stomped out. And I gotta ask myself, why is this happening to me? You know, because
she wanted to express herself.
To protect
she wanted to express herself, bro.
Because you do know you are a tyro at fighting.
I know you was trying it. I was gonna.
I was trying to do it.
I was trying it too.
Yeah. So once again, it's confidence because I can't. Them niggas in Brooklyn gonna fuck me up. Okay, if I run down with these niggas, so crazy.
And you got the stick on you. You gonna go down there unarmed? Oh, you looking for trouble, bro?
I'm not that type of nigga. I'm sorry.
Right. We're talking about a myriad of topics, from the tyro stage all the way to the intermediate and advanced stage, on where we're learning, unlearning, and relearning. And I think every day, like Mo said, we're still learning the opposite sex. And this episode was a great example that I can learn from you guys, because it's three different men here with three different perspectives. And then there's some things that you guys are all in unison on, and there's some things that you aren't. And I think that's the same thing for women. So we're still learning, and everybody is different. Right. So I encourage you guys just to seek clarity and ask questions and follow the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast so you can hear the perspectives, right?
2020.
All right. So tribe, hit the like button right now, hit the follow button right now, hit the notifications bell right now. We are the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast, and you are the tribe. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. Share us with a friend. We drop new episodes every Wednesday, everywhere you hear podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon has podcasts, Pandora has podcasts, and then hop over to our social media. We're on IG at Soratchet Podcast. We're on TikTok at Soratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at Soratchet Pod. We're on Threads at Soratchet Podcast. And on YouTube, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces. We're at Soratchet Space Podcast. And we thank you guys for listening. We're going to put our show notes, put our ratchet picks in the show notes, The Way of a Superior Man, and the four agreements. And who is the winner of the
it's a tie. It's a tie.
You and I. You and me.
As the moderator, I want you to go first.
I'm
Word
go
clash.
First, yo, when it comes to women, I realize even at this age now, I'm still a tyro.
Ooh.
Okay. And
you kept it safe. You played it safe, but go ahead.
and actually, I would agree with you, Shake. I do think that you're a tyro on a lot of the subjects that we discussed. You definitely are a tyro, and there's a lot for you to learn. And so you need to stay tuned.
All she did was agree with me. Like,
but she used the word right. Are we gonna do another round? We're gonna do another round.
I mean, I want to vote. I want to vote.
You gotta vote.
You heard the sentences already. Try. You vote.
2 against 1. So I already know.
I ain't gonna lie. Really? TJ had the hardest clap. back. That was
clap back was real. That's
tough. Okay, I received that. I wasn't even thinking y'all was gonna vote for me. I thought y'all was gonna vote for the opposite sex. See, there's more that I need to learn about you guys. That I appreciate that. Thank you.
She worried and she did a clap back, nigga.
Yeah, nah, your finesse game with that one was on 10. You definitely did that. Good job.
Thank you guys. And
thanks
then we're gonna keep. And this episode, this topic, it's gonna go on forever. This was episode 2, episode 3, 4, 5, 6, until a million. And if you have anything that you think that you've learned, had to unlearn and relearn, tribe, throw it in the comment section of any of these podcasts after you listen to the episode. Rate the podcast too if you can. Not if you can.
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, but rate us too. Put a comment. Find us on IG. Shoot us a DM of what you think we should talk about next. What other topic have you learned, unlearned, relearned that we haven't discussed yet?
Pop out on the live. We love engaging with y'all.
Oh, yes. And we're going to find ways to engage with you guys more. Yeah. All right, tribe. Have a great Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week, okay?
Peace.
Yep. Peace, y'all. Peace.